Hi everyone. In this video, I want to use all that vocab that we've brought up in this section and make sure that we're really good at spotting these things. I hope some of them are easy and familiar, but some of them are new. So I just want to carefully go through one picture. Okay, so this is supposed to be the graph of function g, and we're supposed to figure out the intervals on which the function is increasing, decreasing, concave up, and concave down, and then talk about the location of the local maxes and mins. So let's start with increasing. Increasing means your y values are getting bigger or your slopes are positive. So we could interpret this as f prime is greater than 0. That's the calculus version of increasing. And I would say that's happening on this entire stretch right here. My y values are getting bigger until I hit the top, somewhere around there. And then again, on this entire interval, I see increasing. So I would say the function is increasing from, does that look flat? It doesn't look flat. So, oh, and here's the bad thing on this graph. Let's just say let's put arrows on the end. Let's say it continues, because that's important. It's important to know if it continues in the same way or if it just dead ends. So let's just say this continues slowly decreasing and increasing. So from negative infinity to, I don't know, about 4.5, it looks like the function is increasing. And then from about 7.5 to infinity, it looks like it will continue to increase. So interval notation or inequalities, I don't care, but you should be able to use some correct notation to describe these things. Decreasing is basically everything in the middle. This is where our y values get smaller. So it looks to me like the function is decreasing from 4.5 to 7.5. And the round bracket use is deliberate. I would say right at the top and the bottom, the derivative is 0, so it's not increasing or decreasing at those points, so I'm just leaving them out completely. Okay, next question. When is this thing concave up and concave down? Let me see if I can find some decently contrasting colors here. Okay, so let's look at concave up first. So concave up, we have a few ways to say that. One is just to say that some sort of upward bend. One is to say our slopes are getting bigger. One is to say the graph will lie above the tangent line. So whichever one you're using, I'm seeing this as having my upward bend, and this is all definitely down. So somewhere in the middle, we'll just estimate that it's right around there. It looks like it switches. So this is definitely some concave up. And then I have some concave down, which I'll come back in color. And then again, this is all definitely concave up. And I would say it switches. I almost think I went too far. There's some sort of downward bend happening there. So it switches somewhere in here. And then that's actually not a bad switch point, somewhere around there. So that to me looks like my concave up. So assuming this really maintains the same shape, we'll just say it's from negative infinity to about 2.5. And then from 6.3 maybe to 8 point, I don't know where that is with my line out here, around here. Let's say that's about 8.5. Looks like my concave up. And then my concave down, we'll use this dark one, is of course the other stuff. Notice how this is all downward bend. If you drew a tangent line, it would all hang out below. So that is from my 2.5 to my 6.3. And you should be reusing these same values. If you think it switches at 2.5, be consistent about it. And the same with 6.3. And then from 8.5 on. Okay, so there's my increasing, decreasing, concave up, concave down. And then I'm supposed to try and estimate where the maximums, minimums, and inflection points are, but actually I've kind of already done that, right? The maximums and minimums happen where we switch from increasing to decreasing or decreasing to increasing, and that's where calculus comes into finding those things. So I would say that the max is around what did I say that was? 4.5? Yep, 4.5. The min is right around 7.5. And then my inflection points are these guys that I picked out. They look like they happen around 2.5, 6.3, and 8.5. All right. So you want to make sure you're really good, especially with a concave up, concave down, and inflection points. The others are usually pretty easy, but people get mixed up. So make sure you pay attention to those. Thanks for watching.